Traders lock in. Four major central banks are lined up for the trading week beginning on 16th of June. And it's going to be dramatic. And if you're not dialed in, you'll be missing the real stuff. Bank of Japan, US Federal Reserve, Bank of England, and Swiss National Bank's rate of interest decision can trigger some real crazy moves. Gold just triggered a nuclear breakout, and we are targeting the next level very close to 3500. Mind it, it's not 3500, so I'll reveal the exact target. Crude oil surged more than 7% in the previous week due to Israel-Iran tensions. The US dollar is still bleeding, and I have covered three explosive setups that most traders are completely missing. I'll give you the entries, the stop loss levels, and the targets. So stay tuned for the next 20 minutes because this isn't just a video analysis. It's your battle plan. So don't trade blind, trade with the precision. So let's get the charts together. So we usually begin our chart analysis with dollar index, and I'll do the same thing this time as well. So I'll go to the monthly frame. And here on the monthly frame, I'll keep it real simple. So I am basically going to measure the retracement here. So I'll start from the previous high into the previous low. And we have done it multiple times. Dollar surged and got blocked in between 78% to 85% of the retracement. So we get the bearish trigger from this point. This is the pivot. So let's mark it. So I'm gonna apply fib extension in the bearish direction. I'll start from the high, connect with the low, and connect it to the lower high. That's it. And I'm gonna remove the retracement applied on the previous move. Now I'm gonna apply the retracement from low to high. So based on the retracement applied from low to high, the next magnet level is here, and where we are really close to it. So this is the upcoming target zone. Let's highlight with blue color. The environment on the monthly frame is extremely bearish at the moment for dollar. So monthly remains bearish to us. So I'll bring the vertical line on point C and switch to weekly now. Now based on the weekly move, we do not have the choice to apply ABC here, but the bearish momentum has picked up and it's moving to the next magnet zone. I need to move down to the daily now. Now based on the daily frame, I'm going to apply fib extension in the bearish direction. I'll start from point C, very close to the vertical line, and I'm going to connect my first ABC on the first wave down. So this is the first wave down and pull back. So I'm going to use this and I will apply ABC extension in the bearish direction. And I'll change the color to brown here. So I'll get to see some new magnet zones here. So again, the upcoming magnet zone is here. It is in between 96.32 to 96.6. So most likely we will see this being broken, maybe a false breakout, and then if the bullish divergence develops later on, I will expect bullish reversal. But at the moment, the scenario is totally bearish. And the important resistance magnet zone is here. This is the key resistance area. So monthly bearish and weekly bearish. I'm switching to, and even daily is bearish. I'm switching to 4H now. Now here on the basis of 4 hourly, we are very close to the magnet area, and I can see it is still creating lower low formation. So if you see a pullback towards 99 or maybe slightly lower, take it as an opportunity to sell. And moving to 1H, this is still bearish to me. So here on the 1 hourly frame, this is your move down, corrective move up. Here we got the consolidation, distribution, and a major move down. So now on the hourly frame, I'm expecting some pullback and the pullback will create an opportunity to sell. So ultimately, dollar index will touch 96.3 to 96.6 or maybe slightly lower to break it falsely and then move back up. The next instrument is CHF Japanese yen. I'll start from the monthly frame, and here on the monthly frame the pattern is extremely bullish. So we have low followed by higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low and higher low in conjunction with high, higher high and higher high. So it is aligned in the bullish direction. To keep it simple, to keep it short, I'll just apply the reverse Fib retracement on the last consolidation. So I'll start from the high and I'll move down to the low. So I'm using a reverse Fib retracement technique here to see the next extension. So the next extension in sight, let's highlight, is Fib retracement 125, so which is the target of 182.38. That's it. I can also highlight the entire zone falling in between Fib retracement 138 to 125. And I'll switch to weekly now. Now on the basis of weekly frame, I can apply Fib extension here. So this is the lowest point. This is slightly higher than previous low. So we have A, B and C formation here in the bullish direction. So I will use my Fib extension. So now it has formed a strong support or strong base at in the area between 78 to 85%. So basically 176.33 to 177.24 is the area of support. So let's change the color to blue here. So the next upcoming important resistance on the basis of Fib is 179.09 and the environment is extremely bullish. Bullish histogram and bullish MACD lines, and the lines are diverging. It means the bullish momentum is building up. We can remove the Fib retracement tool and move to daily time frame. Now here on the daily time frame, the chart pattern is extremely bullish. We have low and then we have sequence of higher lows and higher lows in conjunction with higher highs. I can also add a reverse Fib retracement on the latest corrective area. So now I will get another support zone. So again marking the area between 78.6 to 85.4. So if it falls below 176.33, then the next major area of support would be at 175.18 to 175.42. So if I'm going to take a long trade based on the technical chart setup, my stop loss has to be below 175 and my target will be, ultimate target would be 182, but my first target would be 178 to 179. So I will set up my system in a way that I'll be defining my buy range from 175 to 179 or maybe 180 with the stop loss below 175. And even on the daily frame, the MACD environment is extremely bullish. Now let's switch to 4 hourly and realign the charts. So even on the 4 hourly frame, I do not see any signs against. It is continuously creating higher lows and higher highs. So higher lows identified along with higher highs here. So this is the previous swing high and now it's going to create a new swing high. And between the last two highs of the latest bullish leg, I do not see any divergence being completed at the moment. So no signs against, even 4 hourly remains bullish to me. Let's move down to 1H. Now only on the 1 hourly frame, I can see that buyers are exhausted. I can see higher high formation with P and P divergence, but I'll be eagerly waiting for some correction because I want to get engaged into the buy setups. So here, if I get to see some pullbacks, I will align my trading system in a way that it starts collecting the buy orders, and ultimately I would be targeting 178 to 179, and final destination would be 182. So this is for CHFJPY. The next instrument is crude oil. So I'll move to monthly frame, and here on the monthly frame I'll keep it real simple. So I have identified bullish divergence followed by breakout structure in the bullish direction. So we got the first bullish move. So here's the bullish move, and this is the corrective move against the previous bullish move. So I'm going to apply Fib retracement, connecting the low point with the high point. And the correction took the price back to 61.8, and we got a sharp reversal. And we also have continuing type bullish divergence here. I will add a falling trend line here, so I will connect the highest point with the BOS level. So here the buyers, they have crossed the falling trend line. So based on the continuing style bullish divergence, this is our BOS point. So the trend line is broken. I will apply, no, I cannot use ABC at the moment here, so I need to move down to weekly chart. So here on the basis of weekly time frame, on the last two low points, I have found NPN bullish divergence. So based on the divergence, I'm gonna identify the breakout structure level. So this is weekly breakout structure level identified, which is pending, which is not yet done, but I'll be using my trend line method. So again, starting from the highest and connecting with the BOS point. I'll remove the previous trend line here. So monthly trend line broken, and even the weekly trend line is now broken, and MACD environment has changed to bullish now. There is no probability of applying the ABC Fib extension in the bullish direction. I'll switch to daily now, and on the daily basis I can see that we got the bullish divergence and the buyers have completed the breakout structure. So daily breakout structure completed. I also have the opportunity to apply ABC in the bullish direction. So bullish Fib extension applied. I'll switch it, I'll change the color to green. So I can see a very strong magnet. Our BOS level and two Fib lines, they are coming exactly at the same level. So 78 could be the target. Right now we are at 72.98, and the environment is extremely bullish. I need to bring my vertical line on point C and move to the next lower time frame. I also have a very strong support zone here. So let it be blue, and the resistance should be changed to red. In between, you will find resistance around 74. It has already crossed first barrier of 71.4, basically Fib extension of 1.618. Switching to 4H. And on the 4-hourly frame, it is creating the sequence of higher lows in conjunction with higher highs. Now, if I see a pullback towards 67, I will take it as an opportunity to buy. So starting from the current price level, I'll be setting my system in a way that if I get a pullback, it will start collecting my buy orders. And my first target would be $74 to $75 mark, and ultimately I'll be targeting 78 here. And the alignment is in the bullish direction. Switching to the next lower time frame, that is 1H. So it surged decisively due to Israel-Iran tension. So that actually happened to be the trigger point, but it surged strongly, pulled back, and now it is consolidating in between 74 to 71.54. In case if I see a deeper pullback, I will take it as an opportunity to buy. So that's the reason I'll set up my system in a way that it will start accumulating the buy orders from the current price. And moving down to 15 minutes, yes, on 15 minutes I can see no bearish divergence, but we got the pullback and now it is consolidating. So it is now range bound. So the consolidation can break lower, but this could be a false breakout and then a sudden surge towards 74 followed by 75 and ultimately the highlighted resistance area around 78. The next instrument is USD with Canadian dollar. I'll start from the monthly frame, and here on the basis of monthly frame, when I zoom out, I see that we had a bearish run previously. So this is the bearish run starting from the highest to the lowest, and the current multi-year bull move is nothing but correction of the previous bearish run. So I will use my fib retracement and I will connect from the previous highest to the lowest, and again the favorite area between 78.6 to 85.4 served as strong resistance. And apart from the resistance coming in between 78 to 85.4, I also get to see here bearish divergence. Now based on bearish divergence, the breakout structure level would be quite deep. So breakout structure will happen around 1.20, which I do not think we are going to see in near future. So I will use my trend line method here. So I will connect a rising trend line. I will connect from the lowest point and I will connect with the breakout structure point. So we are still above the rising trend line, but I believe the environment is bearish and we can see the retest of the trend line. So it is definitely moving lower and it is going to retest the rising trend line. I'll switch from monthly to weekly now. And here on the basis of weekly chart, I have found another bearish divergence and I'm going to apply the break of structure level, the weekly one. And I will connect a new trend line here. I will connect the diagonal trend line. I'll start from the point which is now connected to the monthly rising trend line, and I will join the BOS point. So I'll change the color to blue. So the blue trend line is our weekly trend line and the sellers have crossed the trend line, and now we are getting closer to the BOS level, and the environment on the weekly frame is extremely bearish based on MACD. I'll switch to daily now, and on the daily frame I have found bearish divergence, PNP, and the breakout structure is done. After the breakout structure we got the pullback. So this is the first bearish wave. So I will connect my fib extension in the bearish direction on the first wave on the daily frame. I'll start from the highest, connect with the first low and connect again with the lower high. So now we are getting very close to the magnet area. So I can see the golden line and the green line coming closer here. So the first target is 1.3540 to 1.3491, and I won't be surprised if we see a false breakout and USDCAD reaching 1.3402 or 1.3400, and with bullish divergence we see the correction in the upward direction later on, but at the moment it is extremely bearish. I'll bring my vertical line on point C and look for the next ABC pattern in the bearish direction. So I'll start from the vertical line, I'll connect with the low and the lower high which is aligned with PNP formation, and I have found a very strong level. This is our super strong magnet level. So anywhere between 1.3540 to 1.3500 is the target, is the nearest target, and it may test 1.3400 as well. Now I'm moving the vertical line to the latest point C and switching to 4H. So 4 hourly analysis should start from the vertical line, And here we have PNP, basically first wave down, or we can go directly on the bigger wave. So I'll be applying next web extension in the bearish direction on the bigger wave, and I'll use red color for the 4-hourly fib, and again the target is 1.3554 to 1.3500, or may be 1.3400. The strong resistance would be around 1.3669. So until I get to see a decisive break above 1.3669, 1.3670, the plan remains to sell the rallies. Moving to 1H, it is extremely bearish. It is continuously creating a sequence of lower highs in conjunction with lower lows. And if you want to trade in the bearish direction, then you can also apply a trend line here, a falling trend line. So either you see a break above the falling trend line, or you see a decisive close above 1.3670, then the selling plan would be invalidated. Otherwise, I'll be targeting 1.3554 to 1.3500, and cautiously I'll be looking for 1.3400 as well. And the final instrument is our favorite, gold. So I'll start from the monthly frame, and here on the monthly frame it is extremely bullish. I can see here rising lows, higher lows in conjunction with higher highs, and no signs against, no divergence, and MACD lines, they are clearly diverging. It means the bullish momentum on the monthly frame is picking up. I'll move to weekly here, and on the weekly frame, to keep it really simple and short, I will use the reverse fib retracement. So here I'll connect the previous high with the low. That's it, and I do not see any signs against. MACD environment is extremely bullish here. I'll quickly move to daily, and on the daily frame we can identify the area between 78% to 85.4 as the strong support. So here we have super strong support. So in terms of price levels, it is in between 3303 to 3313, and I can see here the bullish pattern. So we have a low followed by higher low, higher low, high and higher high, and now it is creating a new high, and MACD is rising, MACD lines are rising, MACD histogram is getting stronger. So bullish momentum is picking up. I would like to apply ABC bullish extension on the daily frame here. So I'll connect my extension from 3175, and I will take it to the first high here and join it with the higher low, and I will use green here. So the next upcoming target, major one, is 3469.87. That's it, and I will bring the vertical line on point C, and I will move to 4-hourly frame. Now on the 4-hourly frame, the latest trend triggered from this highlighted area. So this is around 3297. So we will start our fib extension closer to the vertical line, and I will connect with the high and higher low, and now I can see a super strong magnet around this area, and currently it is holding the price higher than the magnet zone. No signs against, no divergence. So the strong area could be 3400, 3422 to 3416. So in case if I see a dip towards 3400 or slightly deeper towards 3374, I will take it as an opportunity to buy. So I'll be setting up my system with the buy orders from the current level, and it should keep buying until 3374. And the first target would be 3469. Okay, now I'm going to apply my reverse fib again on the latest correction which happened on the 1 hourly chart. So based on the reverse fib on the 1 hourly chart, I can see the confidence of 78.6% to 85.4% falling in between 33692 to 3376. So this is going to serve as strong support. And our upcoming targets are, on the basis of reverse fib, 34482, 3469. I'll switch to the next lower time frame, that is 1H. And on the basis of 1 hourly frame, I do not see any bearish divergence on the latest up move. And I would like to use one more reverse fib on the latest 1 hourly frame. So on the basis of latest reverse fib taken on the 1 hourly frame, I can see that we have a confluence of resistance falling around 3465 to 3470. In case it surges higher than 3470, I'll be super cautious. So I'll be setting up my range to get into the buy trades from the current price level to 3380 or maybe 3375. Below 3375 should be my stop loss, and I will stop buying after 3450, and I'll be targeting 3465. Best case scenario, I think it can rise to $3,500 mark, but I'll be cautiously exiting my buy trades around 3465. So this is my plan for the upcoming week. I hope it adds value to your trading plan as well. And if you like the stuff, show your support and give a thumbs up. Have a profitable trading week ahead. Bye-bye.